Yeah, what up? We're back with another edition of Sports Betting with Wes. And unfortunately, last night I wasn't able to put in no bets because I was in Miami celebrating my daughter's birthday. My oldest daughter just turned 24. And I didn't know this, but Miami is not one of the states that you can bet in on the app that I use. So, wasn't able to put in any bets. Then I was supposed to come home today, well, yesterday, because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, Monday the 9th. But I had a 5 o'clock in the morning Sunday flight that I ended up missing. And I wasn't able to shoot the show because all day I was in the air trying to get back home. I had to book another flight, which basically took me on 3 flights. I took a tour to Indiana, then Washington, just to get back to Connecticut. So I didn't get back in time to put in any bets, but we all gonna talk about last night's games. Starting with the Celtics. Celtics beat the Cavs, which I can imagine was a good game, 109-98. Tatum dropped 20 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And even though this is not a double double for him, it's only a second game back. So we're going to keep our eye on him. Jalen Brown dropped 23, 9, and 8. It's almost a double double, but Jalen Brown was never really on my list to my double double list. You know what I mean? He's capable of doing it, but not just anybody can get on the list. Just because you're capable of giving me a double double, don't mean it's safe to bet on you giving me one. So Donovan Mitchell dropped 30. That must have been a good game. Hard.
Is really raising a lot of eyebrows about being added to the double double list. We gonna start. I'm gonna start looking out for Harden tonight. He dropped 19, 10, with 4 rebounds. It's not his first time doing that. I think he lead the league in assists. He might since he went over there with Donovan Mitchell. Lakers whipped on my Knicks 97 to 110. Cat dropped 25 and 16 though, double double like I would have said if I would have had the opportunity to bet. Luca didn't drop a double double, but he dropped 35. He did good enough to cook my boys. 8 rebounds and 4 assists. Um, Toronto cooked Dallas 92 to 122. God damn. Uh, Detroit lost to Miami. I would have lost that bet because I definitely would have bet on Detroit. I don't care how many points they're giving them. When you're the number one team in the East, I'm betting on you against any East Coast team. So they lost 110 to 121 in Miami. Okay, Cunningham dropped a double double. The Pelicans smoked Washington 118 to 138 by 20. And the Spurs blew Houston out. I actually watched a little bit of this game on the plane. Um, 120 to 145. They was almost beating them by 30 at one point. San Antonio is really looking scary. Wemby didn't get the double double, but Fox got the double double tonight. Um, Orlando smoked the Bucks 130 to 91. Of course, Giannis didn't play. The Blazers beat the Heat 111 to 131. I probably would have bet on the Pacers. I mean, the Blazers beat the Pacers. I'm sorry, the Heat. The Blazers beat the Pacers 111 to 131. That's what I get for rushing. I probably would have picked the Pacers. Um, the Kings finally got it together tonight against the Bulls. Um, Westbrook dropped a triple double, 23, 11, and 12. That kid from France, Renard, dropped 26 and 11. And the Suns beat the Hornets 99 to 111. And I probably would have, depending on what the point spread was, I probably would have bet on the Hornets. And the Suns won by 12. Now, on to tonight's games. 76ers is getting 11.5 points to the Cavs. And I think I'm going to go with the Cavs. The over and under is 227. I'm going to go with the over. Memphis is getting 1 point to Brooklyn. Brooklyn is playing bad and Memphis is playing bad. So it's like pick your poison. Gun in my head, I will go with Brooklyn. Over and under is 221.5. I wouldn't even touch it. If I had to, I would bet on the under. Maybe the over. I would bet on the over. There's not too much defense going on, probably. Denver's getting 7.5 to OKC. And it's hard for me to bet against Denver when they're getting points because I've seen Denver at their best. So I'm going to take Denver with that 7.5. I'm also going to bet that Jokic going to give me a double double. Golden State Warriors is giving up 5 points without Stephen Curry to the Utah Jazz. I don't know. Golden State actually plays good. They've been playing good without Steph. And Utah Jazz has not been playing good. So I'm going to go with Golden State. Last but not least, my New York Knicks is giving up 2.5 points to the Clippers. And I say it every video, I'm loyal to a fault. So I'm going with New York. And I'm also going to bet that Cat going to give me a double double. The over and under is 220.5, and I'm going to bet on the over. And that's all the games for tonight. Good luck on your tickets tonight. Till tomorrow. Peace.